Should you train when you have a hangover? Let's find out, because I have one.
Mount Everest ain't got shit on me.
So, what is a hangover? So a hangover is symptoms that occur typically after a heavy night of drinking. Actually, it doesn't have to even be heavy, just drinking alcoholic beverages. Symptoms include fatigue, thirstiness, weakness, dizziness, headaches, being quite hungry, also like nausea, stomach pain, vitiligo, sensitivity to light, anxiety, irritability, and sweating. It can really vary from person to person. What I feel right now is slightly nauseous, upset stomach, and slightly lightheaded. I don't think I should be here. What causes a hangover? Mainly, like I've said, alcohol. So it's being broken down in your system, and what breaks down is ethanol, and the ethanol is a thing as it's going through the kidneys that really messes you up. So basically, this can last 24 hours, and when you are trying to get over it, your body, because you're drinking and you're peeing as you drink normally, you get really dehydrated. As a result, it suppresses hormones that get sent from your brain to your kidneys to allow for suppression of fluids. So as a result, because the alcohol, it causes you to wee more, and because it makes you do that in excess, it causes dehydration. So that's why you wake up or you go to bed and you really just want to drink in the middle of the night, or you wake up dead dry mouth and you just want to get a cup of water or some food down you. You lose a lot of salt, and that's why, again, you feel like you want like that takeaway, something salty, a KFC or a burger to just get you through. So all this combined doesn't really bode well for someone who wants to be physically active and get to the gym. So what are we doing here? We're here because we're trying to see if we can cure a hangover. And right now, there's a lot of myths around it. So I've got my handy phone. I'm going to tell you a few myths and a few facts. So myth number one is certain actions such as drinking coffee or taking a cold shower can prevent or cure a hangover. And it says fact, the only way to completely avoid it is to not drink at all or keep it to a minimum. There's no cure, and other than time, you have to suffer through it. So that doesn't bode well for me, because what I find really helps me is fizzy drinks, caffeine, salty breakfast, and sweating it out. But if you're really dehydrated, sweating it out isn't really the best option, is it? So what really you should do is get more fluids in. Another myth is that the order of drinks will affect the hangover. And it says, in fact, the more alcohol a person drinks, the worse the hangover will be. It doesn't matter how you space your drinks or what order you drink it in. You'll be messed up either way as a result. And then also, last myth, having an alcoholic drink in the morning after a night out, so hair of the dog, will help prevent a hangover. It says, while this might temporarily minimize some symptoms, it could contribute to and prolong the effects and the symptoms of a hangover. So what this comes about with the hair of the dog is that sometimes the way you feel is brought on by slight withdrawal symptoms from having alcohol in your system. So when you have alcohol in your system, it mitigates some of those withdrawal symptoms that causes some of the way you feel, causes some of the nausea. But at the end of the day, when that wears off, you're still going to feel the same way you felt prior to feeling dead hungover. You're going to be even more. So, hey, the dog isn't helpful, and I haven't done it. Right now, I am on the bike trying to get the legs ready for a workout. So, this is what I'm meant to be doing today. I don't think I can do that. If you are feeling really hungover, you've got to really think, is this beneficial to the way I feel right now? Obviously, you can go hard and intense, but it's all about being smart. If I was to put myself under heavy load, is it a benefit? Is it specific for a benefit that will pay off? Sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes you've got to go really low intensity. So for me, low intensity, when I feel like this, means I've got to get on the treadmill as well as getting a bike, or maybe do an easy Stairmaster session. You're not losing out just because you dial it back a bit. Don't forget, sometimes you've got to take one step backward to take two steps forward. Research says that there's no real way to cure a hangover. What you have to do is just let it pass and let your body just get on with it. The minute it's out your system, the better. Can you do anything to speed it up? Not really. But if you want to suffer through the pain, you have to really think differently and focus on getting a lot of fluid. For me, I've got about a 1.5 litre bottle, which I'm looking to hammer down for this training session. Bear in mind, if a symptom of being hungover is dehydration, you don't want to be even more dehydrated while performing under load and doing a lot of high skill movement. It's just going to lead to a bad result. So for me right now, I'm going to finish off with my bike workout, and that answers the question, I believe. Should you train when you are hungover? Yes and no. It depends the level of hair you want to do. If you are very much hungover and you've drank a lot, and your head's not in it, you feel vomiting and sick, don't put yourself through it. Your training isn't going to get you there any quicker to recovery. However, if you don't feel as bad, you can walk around, you're not bedbound, you can get to the gym, do something really light. Yes, it's going to interrupt your workout of what you would usually plan, but if you really want to do that workout, you wouldn't have got as drunk or you wouldn't have had that much drinks in the first place. So, yeah, be smart, be specific, and learn that you can amend and change, and it doesn't have to ruin your entire workout week. So don't punish yourself. The whole aim of the game is recovery. So if you're not recovered 100%, don't do yourself in more. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to do about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, light cardio, get a lot of water in me, and call it a day. I'm not going to do anything high skilled. There's no point. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I want to be posting more of these type of videos. Should you train when you're this, when you're that? If you like this one, stick something in the comments, like, share it with someone who has maybe asked you the same question. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one.